Pilot script for The Magnificent Wonderstones. Title: The Spark of Wonder. Exterior: Seattle, night. The sky is dark, thick with rain clouds. The ever-present drizzle of Seattle's famous rain soaks the streets, glistening beneath neon lights and the occasional flash of lightning. In the distance, the iconic Space Needle pierces the sky, its lights flickering weakly against the storm. We see the bustling city streets from above, the sound of rain pattering on the pavement, distant car horns, the hum of city life. The camera zooms in on a narrow alley where a figure moves through the shadows. Cut to interior. Alley, night. Jackson, Jack Sullivan, mid-30s, rough around the edges, unshaven, wearing a leather jacket and combat boots, walks briskly, his eyes darting, clearly on edge. He's a man with a past, someone who's seen too much and is haunted by it. As he turns a corner, his foot kicks a stray stone. It rolls to a stop at the edge of a drain. Under his breath,
"Not tonight. Not tonight."
Suddenly, a shadow moves behind him. A figure steps out of the darkness. Kaiya Wong, late 20s, fierce and focused, with long wind-blown hair, wearing a hooded jacket. There's a mystical energy about her, a quiet strength that radiates off her. She watches him for a moment before speaking.
"You know they're coming for you, right?"
Jack freezes, spinning around to face her. His eyes narrow, suspicion written all over his face.
"Who are you supposed to be?"
Kaiya steps forward, her footsteps echoing in the silence. She doesn't flinch, her confidence unmistakable.
"I'm someone who knows what it's like to have the world on your shoulders."
She holds out her hand. In her palm is a faint glow, like a pulsing, radiant stone embedded within her skin. The stone seems to hum with energy, sending ripples of light through the dark alley. Jack looks at it, then back at her, unsure of what to make of it. Half laughing.
"Great, another freak. Look, I don't need—"
Before he can finish, the ground shakes. A low rumble fills the air, and a violent gust of wind blows through the alley. Jack stumbles back, startled.
"We don't have time. The city's shifting. Something's awakening."
Suddenly, a screeching sound echoes from the distance, followed by three massive figures emerging from the shadows. The Harrow, a gang of monstrous, armored beings with dark, unnatural energy crackling around them. They're fast, brutal, and they're after one thing. Jack whispers.
"What the hell are these things?"
Kaiya steps between Jack and the advancing Harrow. Her glowing stone pulses brighter, casting an eerie light. She raises her hand as if to push the monsters back.
"They're after you because you're a part of something bigger than you know. Something that's been buried here for decades."
The Harrow charge, weapons raised. Without hesitation, Kaiya activates the stone in her palm. A burst of radiant energy erupts from her, knocking one of the Harrow back. It lets out a guttural roar. Stunned,
"Okay, that's new."
Jack's confusion turns to action as the second Harrow swings its massive blade at him. He ducks, grabbing a nearby pipe and using it as a makeshift weapon. But it's clear, he's not a hero, just a man trying to survive.
"Use your power."
"What power?"
Kaiya thrusts her glowing stone toward him, urging him to act. Jack looks down at the ground, where another stone, identical to Kaiya's, lies half buried in the mud. It calls to him, faint energy tingling at his fingertips. He hesitates for a moment, then reaches down and grabs the stone. Cut 2. Exterior. Seattle. Rooftop. Night. The The storm rages overhead, but now Jack and Kaiya stand together on a rooftop, back to back, surrounded by the broken remnants of the Harrow. The figures, defeated but not dead, retreat into the shadows. The storm still howls around them, but the battle is over. For now. Jack, breathing heavily, looks at the stone in his hand. It glows faintly, resonating with energy. Half to himself.
This is insane.
Kaiya looks at him, her expression unreadable but full of knowing. She steps closer, her stone still glowing.
You're not insane. You're just starting to understand. That stone? It's one of the Magnificent Wonderstones. And you're part of a legacy. A power that's been hidden in this city for centuries.
Jack looks at her, his eyes searching her face for answers. The rain pours down, but he feels something else. Something more than just the weight of the city. Something heavy, yet burning with potential. Skeptical.
Magnificent Wonderstones? And I'm supposed to believe that I'm the one to, what, save the city?
Kaiya's expression softens, just slightly.
No, but together we can protect it. There's more to this than just us. And we're not the only ones awakened.
Suddenly, the camera pans up to the Seattle skyline, the city buzzing with the faint hum of something unseen. Far above them, we see a second figure watching from the shadows. A man, cloaked in darkness, with his own stone glowing faintly. Sighing, resigned,
Guess I don't have much of a choice, do I?
Kaiya's lips curl into a small smile.
Welcome to the Wonderstones.
Fade out the Magnificent Wonderstones. The title appears in grunge-style, bold letters, cracked and weathered by time. End of pilot.